Yo,
Yo.
what's going on? This Blaq Ocean 11. So we was just sitting here talking about this little particular discussion that we had was about just this. You know, we're really aware of this tension between black men and black women. You know, it's like it just feels like we're not getting along the same way we used to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of conflict,
a lot of finger pointing as far as who's more wrong or who's less wrong, or you know what I'm saying?
We need to do better. Guys, you need to do better. Girls, you need to be better.
All of these bias that men have towards women and women have towards men, and you know, we want to talk about just our ideas of, you know, where that come from. There's a system in which these things are placed in our heads, and also
dating back to slavery days.
Yeah.
Just the separation of the black family.
And also a common habitual process that we go through from the things that we see, the things that they, you know, we're projecting towards each other. You know, a lot of materialism. That's like the new religion of all young people now. Materialism. Everything is money. Everything is, you know, this idea that America gives you. If you're not 25, you're not married, you don't have a house, you don't have a car, you don't have a good job, it's like you're not doing shit with your life, and it's not true. You know what I'm saying? There's a process of how we supposed to grow and mature, and everybody has, you know, a different purpose and a different walk in life, and you know, and different timing towards success. You know,
not everybody could be on the same level in no aspect.
So at the end of the day, I mean, we're all chasing this American dream, and like, at the same time, we're all trying to love each other under these tensions that are just in every direction.
So what do you think, honestly, Dread? Like, what do you think is the conflict between the black man and the black woman? What is this battle, this back and forth battle between them? Like, what do you think that stems from, and why is that the factor?
Well, personally, like right now, I don't think we have a real conscious mindset of courtship. I think we kind of lost the direction of what courtship was. We have, you know, we are very sexual people, very gorgeous people, but at the same time, we're using sex in a manipulative manner. You know, we're not using it for intimacy or for growing, and we're also using it for possession purposes. You know what I'm saying? If we have sex, we're supposed to be together. That's, you know, not everybody's ordained to you. You understand what I'm saying?
True.
But of course, you say that to somebody that believes that sex is, you know, something more sacred and is supposed to be, you know, something that's, you know, done between two people that's committed to each other. And you're going to disagree with me. But at the end of the day, sex is sex. And love is love. They're very separate things. They're very separate actions, very separate consciousness. But at the same time, if you put together, it intensifies both ends.
Of course.
But, you know, originally, like, they're two very different instincts. You know?
We got all sorts of variables in here. We got too much objective views. People base their life mainly and make certain decisions mainly because of their own personal experiences. You know what I mean? Going through certain things, going through bad relationships, especially like some cases, women and men. You go through certain things with certain people. You could have a history going forward with bad relationships. So when it comes to someone who you meet again, you're gonna either have that, you gotta use that experience, you know, to come to a conclusion of like, damn, he's probably like this. He's probably just like that guy I used to deal with, and you know, you gotta have, you know.
But ultimately, I always say, like, we're doing things completely wrong. A lot of women is getting hurt the same kind of way from the same kind of guy, and that's like doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, which is the original definition of insanity. And men, you know, we say we want wife and all of that. We're doing things that enable us to meet women all the time. We always have our doors open. So we meeting all of these women, and at the same time, we're engaging in these sexual things with them. But at the same time, you know, we're expecting them to develop into this perfect woman And that's not always realistic. You know, what are we really looking for? That's another thing we have to ask ourselves.
Exactly.
And another thing a man has to do is make the conscious decision before he commits to a woman. If he can know by looking at this female, like, if is this the last woman I could have sex with for the rest of my life? These are questions we should all, men and women, should be asking each other. I mean, well, ourselves. So, you know, there's a lot into thinking of, you know, what you're going to do with the next person that you meet. I mean, I think it's a big responsibility, but at the same time, a lot of people is just having fun. And that's the culture we in right now. A lot of people is just hooking up, you know, so.
Yeah, we need to have a real formal understanding of each other. You know, you just can't, you could come into a relationship with your own ways and your attributes on how you live life, but you got to understand that in most cases, that person who you're with, your counterpart, won't view things how you do.
Now, I'm not saying I'm outside of this demographic. You know, I'm human. I do human things.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm just living it just like everybody else, and I'm trying to understand. At least I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to understand it and come to, you know, some sort of conscious standpoint to realize what I'm doing and make sure it's the best thing for me. But that's just an idea. You could leave the comments if you want to, you know. It's an open forum again, no bias, no judgment.
Keeping it brief.
Yeah. But peace and love. Blaq Ocean 11.
Unity, baby.
I know.